This past week, you guys had a couple of matches, including a sweep of CSUN. Talk about being able to, win emphatically against an unranked opponent. You kind of win the way that you should, and how you guys have been able to do that.
That was something we talked about that we're real pleased with. Is that we went into, normally that gym's hopping and the atmosphere wasn't there this year. It was pretty dead and a lot of self-motivation, and so we were pretty happy with how how the guys really just responded to the environment, and we just focused on ourselves and made sure we took care of business. So that was something we were real pleased with.
Then you turn around and play 6th-ranked Long Beach State, and it was a 5-set victory. It's the first time this season, at least, you guys have gone 5 sets and got the W. Talk about digging deep and kind of the heart the team showed there.
Again, we were pretty fired up. We knew they were going to come out serving tough, and that was really the key to the game. Most teams serve really well at home, and they're one of the best serving teams in the country, and they're one of the best blocking teams in the country. So when you serve well and get another team out of systems, a lot easier to block. Their offense becomes predictable, and we ended up having to become predictable in some situations. So, that kind of helped feed things for them. So I was real happy the way we adjusted. We just kind of stuck to our plan. We made a couple adjustments on defense, and I think those worked out quite well. And the passing settled down, and once that settled down, we were able to run the middle a little bit. Steve Shandrick and Austin Zahn had great matches statistically on offense, and that opened things up. And then in the 5th set, there was we got 1 block. They didn't have any. We outdug them by 1, and they had 1 attack error, and that was a 3-point difference in the 5th set. So when it gets down to it, we thought we really, we did dig down, to use the term you threw at me, and I think we executed well in the right time.
How valuable are those kind of matches? Maybe you didn't go as smooth as you wanted, but you guys have had so many sweeps this season. I would think those 5-set wins will pay dividends come postseason.
Yeah, we'd like to think so. Anytime you're in a hostile environment, anytime you're down to the wire and you get that experience, that's great. Yeah, sure, we'd love to beat everybody we play 3-0. I don't think that's real likely in our league. There's too many good teams, and we've got some. This week's going to be a test too. I mean, we got number 2 coming in here, so it's going to be rocking, and they're going to give us everything they can, and so we're going to have to be ready for it.
Talk about being able to play the number 2 team in the country twice at home, and how much these guys are looking forward to playing some of the best competition.
Yeah. Oh, I think 2-man. Everybody's been looking at this. We talk about everybody doing everything 1 week at a time, and I think it's human nature for guys to look ahead and say, hey, this could be a number 1 versus number 2 match coming down, and get real excited. We think the atmosphere is going to be really cool, but the bottom line is it's still. There's an opponent on the other side, and the bottom line is we have to execute ourselves, and we have to worry about us, and we have to worry about the moment, and not get carried away with all the outside stuff. And if we do that, then I think it's going to be rocking and pretty good in our favor.
A very cool thing on Saturday, you guys are retiring 2 former Trojan All-Americans and Olympians jerseys. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Dusty Dvorak and Celso Colache. Celso was on the Brazilian Olympic team, and he was the MVP of the 1977 Final Four. And he's somebody that kind of basically set the table for the program. And a young Dusty Dvorak set that team as a freshman. And Dusty, there's still a lot of argument that he may be the best setter to ever walk the planet. So for us, this is huge for Celso to get recognized how he should, because he was really the first focal point of our men's volleyball program and the success that we've had. And then Dusty is, he set our 1977 national championship team, set our 1980 national championship team, and was setter on our gold medal team in 1984. Had tons of success, in the professional leagues in Italy, and again is arguably one of the best setters to ever walk the planet. So for us to be able to recognize these guys is awesome, and we're stoked they're coming back, and they've been to the alumni games and been supporting what we're doing, and we appreciate it and love them to death for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.